said that obtaining a college degree is too expensive, takes too long to complete, and it does not always deliver on the promise of access to a rewarding and financially beneficial career. And although the data clearly shows that those who hold a college degree earn significantly more and achieve greater social mobility over their lifetime than those who do not, the lived reality for many has been that higher education's return on investment of time and money is not always realized. So we decided at Martin University that we needed to take bold and intentional steps to truly address those barriers so that earning a college degree from our university is affordable, is accessible, is achievable, and that the degree earned can be readily applied to and result in our students gaining immediate access to family-sustaining careers that help build personal and generational wealth. We wanted to give everyone an opportunity to reset and reemerge, and we knew as an institution we also needed to reset and reemerge. So we tackled accessibility and achievability first. We revamped our prior learning assessment program, or PLA, which offers students the ability to receive college credit for learning gained outside of the classroom through on-the-job training programs, service in the military, studying independently, or even volunteering and doing community service. Essentially, PLA is earning credits from the College of Life. So we realigned our PLA program to better reflect national standards so the students could be more readily earn college credit for their experience and reduce their time to completion through PLA. We then addressed the applicability of the Martin University degree by partnering with major employers throughout the region to develop and launch our Martin Works program. Martin Works positions our university as the first and only work college in the United States focused on working adult students. Our program provides students with paid apprenticeships with employers who, as our partners, are encouraged to hire students for full-time benefited roles in their organizations upon or even sometimes before graduation from Martin. We've also stacked shorter-term credentials such as certifications and badges into many of our degree programs so that students earn employer-recognized credentials on their path to graduation and can utilize them for career advancement while they're still pursuing their degrees. So having addressed those two barriers, it is now my privilege to announce how Martin University intends to address the college affordability obstacle. Well, work is being done at the federal and state levels to determine how past student debt will be handled. Our focus will be to ensure that our students do not need to take on future debt. Therefore, I am pleased to announce that with the approval and support of our Board of Trustees, beginning in January of 2023, Martin University will reduce our undergraduate tuition rate by 45%. We're also reducing our graduate tuition rate by 42%. These new lower tuition rates means that an undergraduate student who is eligible to receive federal Pell Grant and other financial aid grants offered by the state of Indiana could complete their degree at Martin University debt-free. Additionally, our new banded tuition plan will allow students to be able to take between 12 and 18 credit hours for one flat rate, potentially enabling them to complete their degree in less time. Our new rates will position Martin University as one of the most affordable and one of the best values in higher education in the state of Indiana. There's more. I'm also pleased to announce our new Pathways to Completion initiative, which is a fresh start initiative for former students who may have a previous balance with our university. So through Pathways to Completion, eligible students who meet certain requirements will have their previous student account balances forgiven so that they can resume their studies and complete their degrees under our patronage. It's important to note that over 95% of Martin University students and alumni remain in Indiana after completing their studies. In fact, most remain in Indianapolis. We believe that every Hoosier has the right to an affordable college education. But we also know that making a student loan payment, even while enjoying a career, can interrupt one's ability to achieve their financial goals and fully engage in the economic vitality of our city and our state. As the only predominantly Black institution in Indiana, Martin University looks forward to helping increase college, career, and wealth attainment for all. We are currently enrolling for January under our new tuition rate, and we're very excited to begin this new historic journey. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to bring to the mic a great friend of Martin University and the mayor of our great city of Indianapolis, Mayor Joe Hawkson.
Well, good afternoon. Dr. Huddleston, I can't help after your announcements but asking one important question. Where do I get an application?
Right here.
Good. Once again, Martin University is working to make college more affordable for more residents, all residents, in the city of Indianapolis. I think we all realize that that is a very important goal. But once you put the numbers to it, you can appreciate how important it is. Sean referred to some of this. Over 60% of all jobs today require some form of post-secondary schooling. That's just the truth. And that's in a city where 46% of all residents are racial or ethnic minority. That's important. That's in a city where 52% of all residents are women. That's important. So by definition, a thriving, prosperous, growing Indianapolis must include its full and diverse population. Our city supports this announcement because we too are committed to a prosperous Indianapolis for all. Because no matter what your zip code happens to be, no matter your parents' income, or any other aspect of your background, you should expect access to the tools required to move up the ladder. And as Indiana's only predominantly Black institution of higher learning, Martin University has represented that ambition since the 1970s. Indeed, in addition to the Reset to Reemerge program, which will help supplement every resident of our city, it will also work together with other initiatives that possess similar goals. That includes Indy Achieves, our city's college affordability program. It includes a broader effort by President Biden to reduce and eliminate college debt for working people. It also includes Martin University's other programs, like the Martin Works apprenticeship program. So I have said this before, I will say it again. My thanks to the Board of Trustees, to the leadership of this great, hallowed institution, to the vision of its founder, for today's welcome announcement. It's a great day for Martin University. It's an even greater day for the city of Indianapolis. Together, we are building a new and greater prosperity for every single person in this city. And I could not be proud. I thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. We will now have remarks from a truly visionary leader, the Commissioner of Higher Education for the state of Indiana, Chris Long.
Well, Dr. Huddleston, honored guests here today, members of the board, legislators, staff, faculty, friends, it is my honor to be here today. When Dr. Huddleston asked if I would be able to participate in this, my answer was yes, and I wouldn't miss it for anything. I've been a fan of his and of this institution for quite a long time. This is an historic moment for our city, as the mayor said, and for this institution. I don't think this announcement could come at a better time. We've been making some noise in the last few months about things that I believe are really concerning. You may have seen a bit of the news around that. The college going rate for young people, so individuals who are leaving high school and then going to college or training beyond that, has been dropping rapidly. In our state, from 65% to 53% in just 5 years. That's concerning. Wow. Yes, sir, that's exactly right. This should have our attention, and these steps by Martin University today are tangible to address that. Further, we know that there are nearly 2 million working age Hoosiers who do not have a credential beyond a high school diploma. That concerns me. It should concern all of us. In addition to the percentage I was sharing a moment ago, 53% college going rate, specifically for Black students, that has dropped 7 points in 1 year to 43%. This is a moral concern of our time, I am convinced. And the steps that are being taken by Dr. Huddleston, by this Board of Trustees, and by this institution are aimed squarely at those challenges. We can't leave a single Hoosier behind. And I feel the passion and the strategy and the spirit to get this work done. And each of the things Dr. Huddleston spoke about are evidence to that. He spoke about, the mayor spoke about, economic and social mobility. Here are the facts. An individual in Indiana with a bachelor's degree and higher is earning 85% more than an individual with a high school diploma. That's just a fact. The unemployment rate for someone with a bachelor's degree or higher in Indiana is 1/5 of what it is for someone with a high school diploma. Here's another one we can take home. A Hoosier can expect to live 12 years longer if she or he has a bachelor's degree and higher than someone who has less than a high school diploma. those facts do not get our attention, I don't know what will. So Dr. Huddleston, again, I'm honored and humbled to be here to offer a few words. Martin University's Reset to Reemerge campaign is about accessibility, affordability, and the applicability of college and training and education beyond high school. He and I have spoken often about this topic. We can look at research, and it tells us there are 3 reasons individuals question the viability and the value of training and education beyond high school: affordability, quality, and career relevance. We didn't practice this. Those are exactly the strategies Dr. Huddleston and this team those are the strategies they are deploying against these challenges. This is a model. This is a model for others to look to. I think it's brilliant what you've been doing with Martin Works. Research tells us that a student who has an internship or some type of work and learn experience can expect, to a high degree, a job offer. That also gives the student a chance to try something out, to find out whether she or he finds relevance in it, finds passion in it, and a chance for the employer to offer to the student what it is that organization does, and to help highlight how to become part of not only that organization, but part of the fabric that employer brings to our community. Employers are important. Dr. Huddleston and this team has recognized that. This is truly an historic day. The Reset to Reemerge campaign is a model, and my hat is off to you, President Huddleston, to the Board of Trustees, to the entire Martin University family, and please know that the Commission for Higher Education and I stand at the ready to support whatever way we can. Best wishes, and again, it's such an honor to be here for this announcement.
Speaking of other people I am a fan of, it is truly my honor to bring to the stage our state's inaugural Chief Equity, Inclusion, and Opportunity Officer, Ms. Kara Heron, who also is a great friend of our university, has been a strong supporter since day one.
Well, I'm incredibly honored to be here. I'm here representing the Office of the Governor. I will share that when I first started with Governor Holcomb on February 1st of 2021, the first day of Black History Month, that may have been an intentional start date, I was told by the governor, you need to meet with Dr. Sean Huddleston ASAP. He's someone you need to know. He's someone that you need to be connected to. And Dr. Huddleston was so gracious. We meet once a month. Ever since that time, once a month, I get guidance from him. But it's also of note that the governor is a huge, huge supporter of Martin University, and we have many behind-the-scenes conversations around how we can continue to support this great work. I'm also really excited that my colleague, my brilliant colleague and also friend, Commissioner Chris Lowry, is here, and he actually said a lot of the data points that I wanted to share. But what he didn't say, and I'm going to quote you here from your Commission for Higher Education report on college readiness and the college going rate. Commissioner Lowry stated this, and this is critical. As our great state of Indiana continues to look beyond traditional approaches to reach more learners, youth and adult, it will take an extensive effort built on promising policies, programs, and partnerships to stem the college-going decline and ensure all Hoosiers see the value in and have access to the benefits of post-secondary education. And what Martin University has announced here today with their Reset and Reemerge, it's pivotal. It is a pivotal moment, not only for our Black students, our youth and adult learners, but for the state of Indiana. As the governor and I have conversations about how we create an Indiana that is in the top rankings of a place that people want to come here to live, to work, to study, to play, and to stay, moments like this need to continue to happen. You've heard the data, the statistics around how this really impacts quality of life. And I am so excited about what Martin University is doing here today to create a pathway a pathway of more affordable, high-quality post-secondary success. So on behalf of Governor Holcomb and my entire team in the Office of the Chief Equity, Inclusion, and Opportunity Officer, I want to say thank you to Dr. Huddleston, the board, the faculty, the staff, for showing us as Hoosiers what it means to use your power and your influence to lead by example and create more opportunities, remove more barriers, so that, like we've all said, all Hoosiers have access to the tools necessary to live their best quality of life. I am very grateful for the opportunities that I have experienced in this state, and I will tell you that higher education plays a huge role in that. So anytime we have an opportunity to replicate that journey for people who look like me and have similar experiences in this state, sign me up. Martin University, congratulations, we have your back.
Now you see why I like her so much, right? It's right on point. Next, I want to bring another special guest to the stage. Many of you know or should know that Martin University is a member of the Independent Colleges of Indiana, which is essentially a conglomerate or a collaboration of all of the private institutions in the state. It is largely led, supported by, and advocated for by the organization, the Independent Colleges of Indiana. And so the new president, and I keep saying new president because they used to always call me the new president, Dr. Kirk Dykstra is here to bring comments as well.
Well, thank you, President Huddleston. It is a joy and an honor to be up here today and included with so many incredible people in this state, but here particularly for the purpose for which we are gathered. And that is to both celebrate and say a few words about this remarkable place and the things that it is doing to increase access to education, higher education, here in our Hoosier state. For decades, Martin University has been an important member of our 29 private colleges and universities throughout the state of Indiana, an important part of the ecosystem of higher education in our state. For many decades, Martin University has been an important part of the fabric of the Indianapolis region. And we know this and we celebrate this. But today's announcement further brings Martin's important role in both higher education and in Indiana even further forward. For many years, Martin has demonstrated that excellence in higher education should be available to all, and has demonstrated that it should not matter where you come from or your background to have the ability to achieve a college degree. I know many in this room, myself included, were the first in our families to go to college or to attain a degree. Martin has shown that this can be done. And now with this announcement today, Martin University continues in that theme to show that it can be done not just well, not just locally, but it can be done affordably as well. So it is a tremendous day for Martin University. It's a tremendous day for the higher education ecosystem in the state of Indiana, and it's a tremendous day for our region here in Indianapolis. So I think I'm perhaps the newest Hoosier in the room. And it has been a delight to move to this state and to this city. And one of the things that I have really appreciated is to get to know our member institutions. And one of the great joys is to have Martin University right in the backyard of our offices downtown. For this program, for this part of the broader vision of Martin University to really have success, it is going to require excellent leadership from faculty, from staff, from the Board of Trustees, but particularly from the Office of the President. And I can tell you, having had the experience of getting to know Dr. Huddleston, in fact, he was one of the very first people I got to meet as I was going through the process of coming here to Indiana, to ICI. Martin University is so fortunate to have a man of Dr. Huddleston's character and caliber leading this university, executing on its plan. Dr. Huddleston, you are the right man for the moment. And we at ICI have your back and want to be there to support you in every way we can. And to support this university and the great work that it does now and into the future. So congratulations, Mark.
Thank you, Kurt. Kurt is also former college president, so I get to call him sometimes and say, what do I do next? Thank you. The Bible says that the last shall be the first. And so we'll bring up our last speaker, but certainly not our least speaker, the secretary of our board, treasurer of our board of trustees, Mr. Bruce Buchanan. Yeah, Bruce.
Good afternoon. I really have a single purpose. I think you've heard from the experts and the leaders. I'm here thanks to our board of directors, and I can't tell you how proud I am to work with all of you. I'm a business owner. I live in the community. Martin's success is so important. But what I have really enjoyed in the last 4 years of being on the board is I watched the institution remake itself. Take a second to think about that. How many universities can remake themselves in really 3.5 years? Thanks to this gentleman and the staff, it's really been an honor. We're doing well. We're solvent. We're able to make this gigantic step at a time where other universities have closed, where they're having to downscale. We had survived, and we're going to thrive. So we have climbed the mountain again. It looks good up here, doesn't it?
That concludes today's announcement and press conference. Thank you so much. We will have some available for interviews and for questions afterward. But again, thank you for joining us on this historic and momentous day for Martin University.